Let's talk about LLCs and stock. Now, this is not a combination you normally see because LLCs are set up with what you call membership interest or LLC interest or something of that type, depending on your state statute. The state where you form your LLC generally governs the internal affairs, and they're going to talk about, generally in that LLC Act, about a membership interest or limited liability company interest, and these are usually expressed in terms of a percentage. And so what you would typically have, unless you start doing some engineering in your LLC documents, is you're going to have an LLC where somebody's going to own 20%, somebody's going to own 30%, somebody's going to own 50%. Everything's going to talk in terms of percentages, not generally talking about stock. Now, stock is a concept that comes from the corporation law, and so the concept there is that you have a number of shares, and typically under corporation law, when you file your certificate of corporation or certificate of formation with your state, when you start the company, again, the internal affairs are generally governed by the state where you file, where you create your corporation. They're going to ask you, how many shares does this company have? And then what you do is over time is you allocate shares. So let's say your company starts out with 10,000 shares under your corporation law and your certificate of incorporation. And then what you would do is you would say, okay, the first stockholder might have 1,000 shares. You would have 1,000 shares issued. You would have 10,000 shares authorized. And then you would keep issuing more and more shares. Whereas in the LLC context, what you would typically do is you would have percentage interest, and then if you brought a new owner in or if you got an equity investor, you would then reallocate those percentages. You would update your LLC agreement. But you do have generally freedom of contract with an LLC, so you could set up a stock-like concept, and often this is done with units. You've set up an LLC with units. And then those units are allocated to people, and then you can add units later, just like you would add stock to a business corporation. So there's a lot of flexibility here. The key is that you need to sit down with your lawyer, your advisor, and say, where are we? Where are we trying to go to? What do we want this company to look like? What is our future? And a lot of times the way you set your LLC up now is based on what you anticipate your company doing in the future. So you're really building a foundation or a structure now for that future company. A good advisor can help you with that journey. What you should be doing is sitting down with your lawyer, your accountant, and your other advisors and mapping a plan of where you are now and where you're realistically going, and then building a structure that accommodates that. So stock for an LLC, it is possible in a way. Has to be structured, generally has to be written into your LLC agreement, but a good advisor can help you accomplish that. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Always remember, however, that YouTube comments are not confidential, so don't put your confidential business information in there. Put the things in there you share publicly. Feel free to ask questions. We always enjoy viewer questions, and sometimes they prompt future videos. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the comments. Thanks for tuning in today, and go check out our library of other videos on this channel, and make sure you subscribe for more tips and tricks about business law and the future of business.